As someone who's worked so hard to finally be a full-time small business owner, it's so easy to think that all the grinding and struggling is over and done with and everything is now rainbows and sunshine. I get to do the best holiday market in the world in New York City. I get to craft all day and call it work. I get to be creative and wear my PJs all day, and it's all incredible. Except for that one thought that tends to pop up into my head during particularly overwhelming days. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. I can't do it. Technically, that's 3 thoughts, but they can all be summed up into imposter syndrome. I like to think that I am a victim of high-functioning imposter syndrome, meaning that sure, I'll make 700 candles in this video and cut out fabric for 200 pouches and plan the entire construction of my vendor booth, but this will all be done with the nagging feeling in the back of my head that I don't belong here. I'm in over my head. Instead of keeping those feelings in my head throughout this video, I decided to just yap about the struggles, the complaints, the privilege, undeserving thoughts. I let them all out because I think it's real. Going for your dreams, accomplishing your goals, quitting your corporate job doesn't solve all your problems, and I hope this video makes you feel less alone. Thank you for this therapy session. I hope you enjoy. Good morning, friends. We got about 50 pounds of wax melting right now. We have tons of candle vessels just laying out, and I need to lay out more. I'm fulfilling orders this morning just so I feel like I got like one task done because the candles are going to take a while for me to check off my list. Looking cute. I'm sending out 3 packages today. I have like 20 more to send out, but all those other ones include hand sewn pouches, whether it be the regular size pouches or the mini pouches. So I need to make those probably today. Got a little thank you card in the package. I love that you guys have been ordering multiple candles at a time. It's my favorite thing to see. And same with pouches. You guys are getting like 3 or 4 pouches at a time. I love that. As per my voice and energy, I am tired and kind of frustrated with how this prep is going for Bryant Park, but there's no time to stop. We gotta keep going. I love that when people open the package, it's the first thing they see. Making this thank you card has been the best thing ever. I make these on Canva and then I get them printed through Vistaprint. Nice. Always do a little quality check. It's important with fragile items. Cute little packing tape. Also designed on Canva and printed using Vistaprint. Cute little box. Done with box number 1. This person got 5 mini candles. That looks so cute. I've been loving these boxes too, the size box. I think it's perfect. It's going to Angelo in Tom's River. Do you guys like when I say who it's going to and where? Because I get excited when I see my small business owners that I follow and like purchase from, and they like will shout out my order, whether it be on TikTok or on a YouTube video. And I get so excited when I get a little shout out, but then I know some people like might want it private. Not that I'm saying this person's full address and last name and everything. Let me know what you guys like. This order has some of my favorite candles. This one doesn't even need packing paper because the candles are really like squished in there perfectly. Like they fit like jigsaw puzzle pieces perfectly into the box. Do you guys want a cute little sneak peek? I'm so excited about this. All right, we'll save the best for last. I'm introducing 3 new candles at the Bryant Park Winter Village, and I'm so excited about all of them because the scents are so good, and I haven't found like a new scent lately that I've been like so excited about to release. I really just love my collections that I put out over the past like couple years, so I've just been reusing the same scents and re-releasing them throughout the different seasons, but I found 3 this year that I love for the holidays and I might keep throughout the year, at least 2 of them. This is the first one. It's sugar coated cashmere, I forgot what I call it, and plumberry. What? So obviously it's going to be a little sweet, but because of the cashmere aspect, it's going to be a little earthy and musky and cozy. But the like first things that you smell are like the plum and the berries and a little bit of citrus. And then the middle notes are white musk and like greens, herbal greens, like tea and that kind of stuff. It's delish. I'm excited about this one. And I love the little label. I print these with fast printing. I definitely recommend. They're so good to work with. This one's also really cool. This one's, I think, my personal favorite of the 3. Rosewood and citrusy tea leaves. Okay, look at that. That's like probably the most beautiful thing ever. I love the yellow. I've been meaning to do a yellow label because I only have a yellow label for my lemon candle, which I don't really bring too much to different markets, and online I like barely ever sell the lemon. I feel like people just like don't want that for some reason. Although my lemon one is a really good one for the kitchen. It's a really good clean scent. Like after you clean and deep clean the whole kitchen, like you want to light that lemon candle. But I think this yellow label will also be a hit because rosewood just smells so good and sophisticated. Citrusy tea leaves, don't let that fool you. It's not too citrusy. It's really good. I like it. And then the last one. By the way, these will only be available at Bryant Park until the new year. And then maybe I'll release those two on my online site. But this one will only be available at Bryant Park, and I cannot express my excitement. I like had this in vision for such a long time. Ever since I knew I was going to do Bryant Park, I was like, I need this candle. Okay. New York, New York, and holiday cheer. Okay, first of all, black label. We love that with a pink little font situation. Okay, I'll read you what it says. Smells like the greatest city in the world. During the holidays, with top notes of berries, sugar, caramel, and lilies, enjoy the sweet heart notes of fig tree leaves and orange. Base notes include musk, vanilla, and licorice. This one smells so good. And I think it'll be great for Bryant Park, New York City, because people are traveling the world to go to Bryant Park, and a lot of people want to get stuff that's like New York City themed and branded. This is like a great way to just like have my personal branding, not personal, my business branding on it, but still very like New York, you know? And it's subtle where you can buy this and it doesn't scream like I'm a tourist. And even if you live in New York City, like I feel like this is such a great like local thing to have. It looks like it's locally made, which it is. Made on the Hudson. All right, these are beautiful. This definitely made me feel a little bit more awake and excited today. I think like one of the real reasons why I'm feeling a little under the weather, I mean, there are a few things going on right now at the moment. First of all, I'm physically not feeling too great. I don't think I'm about to get sick. I think I'm just like craving not moving. I've been very go lately, and this week is going to be like the craziest week ever. I have an event I'm doing. Probably should have canceled this event, but I'm doing it anyway because I already committed to it with a friend, and I don't like letting friends down. Quick break to look at the pretty box. I have to prep for the event. You'll hear about the event in a different video. Yesterday I had a full day of like networking, which I'm so grateful for. I went to a Vistaprint event and it was like the best thing ever. There are a bunch of creators and small business owners that I've never met in person, but we're like internet friends, and I got a chance to meet them and I was so excited about it. But you know when you're in a room, this is gonna sound so bad, you know when you're in a room full of people who are better than you, and you're like, this is so annoying that I'm here because everyone around me is better than me. And not in an imposter syndrome kind of, I mean, yes, this is imposter syndrome, but also in a way where I'm like, I just want to be my best right now so that I make a great first impression and so that like I can make connections. I just felt like I was trying to prove myself for like 10 straight hours while I was at this event. It was more of like 8 hours, but a full day's worth of just trying to be very extroverted, and that's not me. It's not me. I'm introverted. This is where I thrive. You and me, camera and me, in my room alone, door closed, candle making, packing orders. So yesterday took a lot out of me because I'm like, what a lucky girl I am to be in a room full of amazing people, learning so much, and just like being surrounded by such inspiring small business owners. And I feel so drained by the fact that I just feel inferior. That does things to your mental health. Maybe you guys have felt that way when you go to like job fairs, career fairs. I definitely felt this way in college when I would go to a career fair and it's just a bunch of employers looking at you being like, what do you have to offer? Or when you're a freshman and then you're like in a class that has like juniors and seniors in it because like you have those like mixed classes, and you're like, oh, I hope the seniors like me. They're so wise and smart and older. A lot of people at this event were so kind, and everyone was so kind and nice. The organizers were amazing. Vistaprint was amazing. Wouldn't have changed anything. So glad I went. And I'm really proud of myself for putting myself in that situation. I think it's important to make sure that you are humbled and you have that little dose of like humility every now and then by reminding yourself like, oh, I do have work to do. I do have things that I'm aspiring towards. and there are people who I can look up to who have gotten there and done those things. But definitely coming out of that situation, I feel motivated, inspired, all that stuff, but also very just a little bit socially drained. So that's how today's going. Recovery, I guess. Okay, one more box to unpack, to pack up. This is for Taya. She got 3 different mini candles. Mini candles are a hit. I just keep like moving you guys around so that it's entertaining. Otherwise I'm just talking directly to the camera for forever. So this weekend is a lot of making candles, sewing pouches. I don't have enough pouches. I need to sew the pouches. I just ordered a ton of zippers for the pouches. That'll be coming in today, and then I can actually start like putting together pouches. That's what I'm most excited about, I think. Candles, I just like expect people are gonna buy, but pouches, I'm excited to see how that goes, because there's nothing like these pouches at the Bryant Park Winter Village, and so I feel like there's so much potential. But maybe there's a reason why things like that aren't there. Like maybe people aren't into them, but I just feel like they're cute. Let's put some packing paper in here. Okay, quality check. It is November 2nd. I use this mug all year round, but I feel like it's kind of holidays because of the shimmer and the sparkle. We got my matcha in here. It was the most beautiful green this morning. It's kind of dulled out a little bit. Anyway, and then next weekend I'm going to visit my sister in North Carolina because she just had a baby and I want to meet my niece. Obviously this is like the most chaotic time to travel. I'm already not a big traveler. It's not really my forte. I'm trying to like traveling more. I love a good trip every now and then, but more than 3 times a year, too much for me. But I'm like, I don't want to not meet my niece until she's 3 or 4 months old, like after the market's over. Like I don't want that either. I also don't want to like disrupt my flow of working, so I kind of had to pick like which one I didn't want more. I think it'll be worth taking a break probably and going and visiting family. At the same time, I hope I don't like spend the whole trip just being like, oh, I'm stressed because I can't work while I'm in a different state. Nice. Beautiful. 3rd one done. Let's go take a walk outside or something because took the quickest walk of all time, and now I'm cutting out fabric. I did some muslin lining for some of the mini pouches. They look like this. My stack of mini pouches ready to be sewn. I cut out some lining for some big pouches. Here's the stack of big pouches. I have a lot of them, but just how many I'm going to actually be able to sew is the real question, because I also need to attach the batting. I need to quilt some of them. These ones I'm not quilting, but they are a little bit harder to sew. I need to use my walking foot with this. Here's some tote bags that are cut out, looking cute. Wax is still heating up, but as soon as it's fully heated up, I'm gonna be able to make like so many candles. It's a little fuzzy from all the fabric. Oh gosh, good thing there's a cover. Candle vessels are still waiting over there. This is the chaos of the fabric that I still need to cut out. This is a bin full of scraps. I'm actually going to save all my scraps and do zero waste projects out of all the scraps. I want Bryant Park to be as close to zero waste as possible, so that's why I'm keeping all my fabric scraps, so I can say that these are all zero waste projects, especially with the spoonflower fabric, since those are all made to order fabrics. It truly is like zero waste if I keep all the scraps and repurpose them. I'm gonna spend some time on my computer editing because I need to edit a few things, and also because I think it could be a good break for me just like physically cutting fabric for way too long. Also, I'm getting a little antsy waiting for my wax to heat up, so doing something else with my mind, editing, other computer work is definitely going to help. All right, took a break from cutting fabric to eat some lunch. We're setting this aside because I got a little full, but I know I'll be hungry in like another 10 minutes. It's just getting really hard to prioritize at the moment. Oh gosh, I'm learning so much and I want to take it all in, but I can't because I gotta keep working. One thing that I learned is that 1,000 wicks, 1,000 wick clips is so heavy. There are a little less than 1,000 in here because I used them already. It's so heavy. They're all metal, obviously, so it makes sense. And there's 1,000 of them in here. Like all that's in here are wick clips. Like look at that. That's insane. I have never bought this crazy of a supply of literally all my supplies. I am buying thousands and thousands of candles. I think this is better. So many of these wick stickers, so many wicks, like they're coming in chunks like this. I think this is a chunk of 100, and I bought thousands of these. I'm starting to realize how tedious a lot of my processes are, which is kind of good because a lot of what's holding my business back is that I like doing this kind of stuff, like putting the wick in the wick clip, attaching it to the wick sticker, putting in the candle. Like I love those little tasks, but I'm getting to the point where I've done it at this point thousands and thousands of times where I'm like, okay, I might be ready to hand this off to someone else, grow a team, scale my business. I'm not that important, you know, like I don't have to be doing this. I can trust other people to do it for me so that I can focus on more of the creative aspects of the brand. I think this whole Bryant Park experience has really taught me that I don't want to be stagnant as a business owner. I want to continue growing and moving, scaling and adapting, and all those really fun words. I don't think I'll ever stop working, like in life, but I do want to get to the point where when I'm starting to feel like I'm leaning towards burnout, I can just read a book for 7 days straight, maybe go on a quick little nature vacation for 2 weeks straight, and not worry about if my business will fail because I had walked away for like a little bit of time to rest. Right now, if I walk away from doing this cute little task, everything will crash and burn. You know, I am the bottleneck of this entire endeavor. I don't want to be the bottleneck. My business and my brand should excel without me. And I just have to set everything up. It's going to take some time, but set up the systems, the strategies, the people in place in order to get that done. And that's like such big girl talk. I'm like, okay, what happened to the girl who was literally making candles in her parents' kitchen, literally selling maybe 12 candles? Like every time I would launch a new scent, I would like maybe sell a dozen, maybe. And then I'd be like, all right, let's move on to the next idea. But now I've like actually stuck to something, and the thing I stuck with is like working. And here I am putting wicks onto wick clips and getting all existential. Like, does this even matter? My wax is still heating up, but that's okay. Another thing that I really want to get better with is decreasing my processing time. Right now I am at a handmade's good processing time, which is like basically 2 to 3 weeks, but I'm really trying to get that down. Sometimes when people order, when you guys order, you'll like see that I shipped out your product like the next day, but that's only because I happen to have that product done because of a market or because I was bulk making things in anticipation for like a big holiday purchase, or I don't know, I just happen to have it done for some reason. But that's like kind of a fluke. Normally when I receive an order, I like go and make the order after it's been purchased, which is inherently just more sustainable to only make and create what has already been consumed, you know, knowing that like it's going to have a new home. Definitely, it's not like a maybe at all. But as my business grows, I can almost guarantee that all of these candles are going to sell, so there's no need to like wait until it's ordered because I know the order is going to come. What a crazy amazing feeling to feel. But just because it's like crazy doesn't mean I shouldn't run with it and be like, all right, I know people are gonna order, let's make stuff so that they can get their stuff faster, and then hire people to help me make the stuff, you know? All right, I just put together like 100 of these wicks, and it's nowhere near enough based on what I have set up in my room right now. My wax is almost ready too. 12, 24, 36, 48. That's how many I need. All right, should I watch a video while I do this? Is it just me? Or sometimes when I watch like fellow small business owners or other people who live a life that like I'm aspiring towards, sometimes it's so inspiring and motivating, and then sometimes it makes me feel terrible. But depending on the mood I'm in, once I start watching YouTube, sometimes I end up just like quickly shutting it off and putting on Gilmore Girls, because my life has absolutely nothing to do with Gilmore Girls, and so I can't compare in any way, especially now that I'm watching it and I'm out of school. Like I would sometimes when I was in college like compare myself to Rory, the main character, if you don't watch Gilmore Girls, and be like, oh my gosh, she's so smart, like I want to be that smart and study a lot and be like a nerdy cute girl. But now that I'm out of college, I'm like, I really can't relate to the show in a good way. It's just pure entertainment. But when I watch YouTube, because it's very realistic with real people who are my peers, I get into like a little bit of a comparison spiral sometimes, and it's not the other person's fault, it's not the other creator's fault. They're posting amazing content most of the time. I'm usually good and love watching other small business owners and other like productivity based creators, that's like normally who I do watch, are also like a lot of like self-love type creators. I'm literally looking at Linda Sun's video that she posted last week. Most of the time I watch her stuff and I'm like, oh, so inspiring. She's so vulnerable and I love how open she is with her audience, and that's what I try to do as well. And sometimes I watch her stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, she makes the like best meals for herself, and I wish I had more time to cook, and I'm a terrible person for not prioritizing like learning more about my nutrition and like knowing more recipes and like loving cooking. I actually hate cooking. I should love cooking, and like all the stuff, and I just start like comparing. But like inherently her content is really positive, and that's just me doing that to myself. So then I just have to shut it off and come back when I'm in a better mood, better headspace to be like consuming that kind of content. Anyway, I think I'll just start with, ooh, Cozy K posted a new video. I'm gonna start with that. She usually makes me feel good no matter what. I think one day I'm gonna look back at this time in my life and be like, that was crazy. Took out the Christmas mug. I only have one Christmas mug. We gotta change that this year. Find some time to go thrifting for Christmas mugs or something. The candle count yesterday was, I think like 300 something. I really wanted to hit 500, but my wax melter doesn't melt wax as fast as I can make the candles. Gotta figure that out. Do you guys experience that with your Makesy wax melters, that they don't melt the wax like super fast? Or is that the case with like every wax melter ever? Like if I get a different brand, am I going to experience the same issue? For reference, I fill my entire 27-liter wax melter basically up to the top with wax beads and then wait for it to fully melt to hit 185 degrees Fahrenheit. And that could take like 4 hours sometimes, usually. I just put away a bunch of candles that I finished yesterday. Yesterday I was able to do the first pour and the second pour of a lot of candles, which is great. Now I'm doing the second pour of some of the other candles that I didn't get to yesterday. This is truly the craziest thing that I've ever done. I want to sew a little bit today and edit. So after I finish up this first pour, which I hope to do in the next 2 hours, because I'm only filling my wax melter up like a little bit with the exact amount of wax, or approximately the amount of wax that I need to use today. So that should heat up quick and I should be done soon. The pile of candles is growing beautifully, and I think I'm gonna have some friends come over and help me label them, because that part is a little time consuming and I don't necessarily need to be doing that. So I'm gonna see if I can get some friends, gather them up and have them help me potentially. I've never had anyone help me with making inventory before. I'm not the kind of person who has like her family doing little things and like her friends coming in and helping out and sewing and candle making. Like I do it all. Even Josh has never helped me specifically with inventory. He helps me with like heavy lifting and moral support and coming to markets and things like that and helping me make decisions, but inventory specifically is just me, and it has always been just me. I'm so happy that my mom is potentially helping me with scrunchies, and hopefully my friends can help me label some candles this time. We'll see. I did want to show you this that I got on Vistaprint. It made me so happy when I got it. I had a large order from Vistaprint because I got some shopping bags. You've seen them before. I brought them to the downtown street fair and I ordered like thousands, I think, for this Bryant Park Winter Village. And I saw this hat as like a little add-on. It's a custom branded hat. This is my logo. I recently updated the font of my logo. I don't know if you could tell. Very like subtle rebranding. The inside is fleece. So for the cold months during the Winter Village, I will be nice and toasty. I am gonna have a heater, so that should be fine, but yay! I think it's so cute. I plan on wearing like colorful things. I have like a pink puffer, so I thought going with a plain white hat with the black logo could be cute. And then I also got some exciting displays from George and Willie, I think is what it's called. This is not the normal spot I put you guys in, but my table is covered in candles, so you're here for now. My tripod is just hanging out back there. I did not realize how beautiful George and Willie stuff is. Well, I knew how beautiful the products are, but their whole experience is amazing. This is really bothering me. If you don't know, George and Willie is a really aesthetic brand that makes displays and signs for businesses. So anytime like at a coffee shop, you see like a cute little menu or like a circle sign outside of the storefront that has the name of the store like on it, and displays and signs like that, they make really beautiful versions of that. And they have the cutest colors. They have matte pink, like a nice light pink. First of all, this box, this is just the packaging, and it had like a nice little slat thing that goes on top, and then everything's wrapped up in here. I kind of messed it up because I wanted to see one of them. But this tissue paper is so legit. It's like the glossy kind. Look at just one of these. So table, right, sitting there, magnetic letters on there letting you know the price of whatever the product is that it's sitting in front of. That's beautiful. I got a bunch of them. Let me open the magnetic letters because I want to see what they look like if they work. Oh, that's so cute. George and Willie quality sign supply for inside and out, established 2012. And I think this is George and Willie. They look so cute. That's the cutest thing. We love good branding and aesthetics. So I had these signs, and then there's a magnet sheet that I put on it, I think. This is so cool. It's really hefty. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's really secured. Oh my gosh, no one is breaking into this. This is so secure. Okay. Stop. It's so cute. It's so cute. These are magnets, so like they're like flimsy almost. I know they look kind of hard, but I've always wanted something like this. And honestly, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on supplies, both supplies for inventory, for displays, for the vendor fee, all of that combined. I have spent so much more money than I've ever spent on my small business in 1 month. And so I was like, why am I holding myself back with these signs? I can't remember the cost of these, but I think it was like 100 something. And I was like, for this, with this, no, I'm not paying the 100 whatever. But then I'm like, I don't know, I'm paying all this other money and I want to elevate my brand, and I've been wanting it for years. Like I literally found them probably 2 years ago. And so the fact that I still want them and still find them really aesthetic is a good sign. All right, so they're big letters and small letters. What should I do first? Oh my gosh, I'm scared to like disconnect them. Okay, I got an A. It's so teeny tiny, I can't even show you. Oh my gosh, it's teeny tiny. All right, does it stick right? Oh, it just sticks right on. I thought I would have to put like a magnetic sheet on the back, but I don't. All right, there's the A. I'm gonna put 12-ounce candles on here. Just gotta get a 1, 2. This rips beautifully. Oh my gosh, this is like the best user experience I've had with a brand for a long time. 12. And then it said to like straighten it, to use one of the other ones of these to like push them up. We'll see. Oh, not me just getting in my zone spelling out the word candle. Candle. All right, I gotta make sure I keep these secure because these are beautiful and I don't ever want to lose them. Wait, this may be like the most fun thing I've ever done. Okay, right? You hear me? And then I'm supposed to potentially use like another one of these to like straighten it out. So like have this and then like level it. That worked pretty well. It's not like that straight, but I gotta do it not on camera, then it'll be better. That's cute. Done. That's what I'm gonna have. Is that not the most beautiful thing ever? I might put like 12-ounce candle at the top and then 38 at the bottom, but this is how I did it for now, and it's so cute. Imagine this at a market, okay? This is legit. It's the little things that elevate the way your brand looks that convince people that, oh, she's legit. I can definitely depend on her products. I'm gonna purchase from her. So I'm so happy I did this. And then also from George and Willie, I got the bigger like coffee shop menu style sign. I didn't open this yet, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. Right here it says have fun. I am gonna have fun, thank you. Made to last original product. What an amazing experience I'm having right now. Yes, I paid fully for this with my own money. They don't know I'm talking about them. But George and Willie, if you're watching, I love your stuff. Okay, I need to install it into a wall with screws, but obviously I'm not doing that right now. I'm just opening it to see what it looks like. I assume these are the screws. Yes. And this thing, I don't know what that thing is for. I honestly forget what this fully looks like. I love that the sticker says have fun. That's the best. Okay, these are the letters. These look interesting. What is this? Oh, big letters. I love that they include different size letters. Oh, it's a lot thinner than I thought it'd be. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Wait, I love it so much. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep this in the box so that it stays packed up nicely. I don't think I'll test this one out because I kind of know how it's gonna work out, but this is gonna look so good. Imagine it behind the kiosk. Look at this. It looks crazy. Wild. Clock tower is going off. Bryant Park is truly testing my limits in the best way and the worst way. I'm really finding some like optimized ways to make all of my products, which I never would have like felt that I had the time to experiment with until it was absolutely necessary. And for this 52-day market, it's absolutely necessary to find optimizations, justifying purchasing things that I normally would say like, oh, I don't need that, I can do without it, but realizing that after I've made those purchases, my life has gotten so much better. This process has gotten so much better. This just goes to show that like you really don't know until you try. You know, it really did not seem like I would be able to do this and make, I'm at, I think the count is like 1,500 candles right now are done. If you told me years ago that I would be presented with an opportunity to do this market, but I would need to make thousands of candles for it and make hundreds of pouches and set up a whole booth and learn how to do flooring and construction type things, I would have said I would have passed on the opportunity and waited till the moment was right and done a lot more research and just waited till I was fully prepared to take something on like that. But I didn't say yes to Bryant Park because I was prepared. I said yes because it was an amazing opportunity, and I know that if I put my mind to it, I can definitely live up to the situation at hand. By the way, I'm using my fast printing labels for the first time for the minis. This one has a little bubble in it. I'll resolve that. But it looks so good, and I didn't have to do any work to make these labels. That's like part of the annoying part about making candles. I have to like hand make every single portion of this. So the fact that I was able to delegate out making these labels, it's been really great. I'm not fixing up the tops of a lot of these because I don't have to since I did the second pour. I also have some drippage on some of them, some dust on some of them. I didn't put any of the labels on any of these. I just put the test one on that initial candle that I showed you, this one. But I'm gonna put the labels on another time when potentially I have help from my friends. If not, I'll just have it be like the last thing I do on the last day. So right now the goal is to just like clear off the space, clear off the desk, so that I have more room to make more candles. These are all vanilla matcha ones. They smell so good. Oh my gosh, I made a ton of these. Okay, cool. So matcha, cool. Then I also have these cranberry prosecco ones, which are beautiful. The description of it is like very autumnal. I don't have the description of the scent on these mini candles because there isn't enough space. So I just have the title of it, but on the big candles it says, I think it smells like a fun autumn get together with your friends. I think that's what it says. But honestly, I love being reminded of autumn throughout all the different seasons. So even when it hits winter, I feel like people are still gonna be interested in this one. But we'll see, like if people kind of stop being interested in this one by the end of November, like early December, then I'll just stop making a bunch of these and make more of the holiday scents. Totally fine with me. And that's kind of why I discontinue these during the summer and spring months. Not because like they're not good in the spring and summer. It's more just that in the spring and summer, I know people are looking for sort of vibe, like a spring and summer kind of vibe. And so I just kind of stopped stocking these throughout those warmer seasons. Okay, I need boxes for these. Like, look how cute these are. I wish they were in rolls. I think next time I might ask to see what I can do to get these in rolls instead of individuals, but right now it's cute. And then I just label the box. I'm gonna put all them in the box. I think what's gonna be the biggest hit at Bryant Park, sorry I keep moving you, but I'm trying to find the best lighting for you guys. I think the biggest hit is gonna be the holiday trios. Not just the holiday trios, but the gift sets in general with the linen boxes. Because usually if you like the way my candles look, it's hard to choose like which candle you want to buy. And so having the trio set with 3 different scents in one box, I think people really like that. Hi guys. Not me trying to make it look like there's less boxes in here, but you guys know there's hundreds of boxes in here. Look at me. I'm coming at you from my dining room that is transformed into my inventory stock room, basically my warehouse. I feel so bad for taking up my whole apartment like this, but I just have to keep reminding myself that it's temporary and it'll be worth it. Also gives me an opportunity to get excited for expanding into a warehouse or pushing myself in that direction because I've just been avoiding it for so long. These are really yummy. Okay, I'm starving. It's only 4:30, but I had like a really early lunch. I also just came back from walking a bunch in New York City because we went and saw the New York City Marathon. I did not run it. I was not part of the running part of the marathon. I just went and supported some friends who are mainly Josh's friends, but we're all friends. Just cheered for people, we brought signs, and it was really fun and a good break. Definitely got outside and got some of that crisp air in my system. It was a little bit cold, getting me a little nervous for the holiday market, but also excited. I'm gonna sit here and watch Gilmore Girls for like an hour. I'm giving myself another hour to chill. I am heating up more candle wax and I'm going to sew some more pouches before the night ends. I feel like this past weekend has basically just been a little therapy session between you and me, you guys being the therapist who does not talk at all, because while I'm filming this, I can't get your opinions on anything. But I think me just talking through things helps me process. I've realized that I'm leaning towards burnout, but not the burnout where I hate what I'm doing and I don't find any purpose in it and I don't want to do the thing anymore. Burnout in the sense that I am just so nervous for how the result is going to turn out with all this hard work I'm putting into it. I like haven't seen the results yet, and so I'm getting like more and more anxious about like, finally, can we please see the results? Please tell me if this is all worth it, or if it's not worth it, just let me know if this is worth it. I know it will be, but I've just been preparing for so long that, I don't know, it seems like there's no end in sight, but at the same time, the end is coming too soon because I need more time to prepare. It's mixed feelings. That doesn't really make sense too much, but thank you for listening to me just yap for a couple days about, honestly, stuff that doesn't need to be said. It could all just stay up here and I just deal with it, but I appreciate that you guys are willing to listen in and hear my small business complaints. I hate complaining and I hate listening to people complain. It's not really my cup of tea, but sometimes we just need a good sit down and like say what's on our minds, and this is what's been on my mind. What an incredible opportunity to be sitting here complaining about this. I can't wait for the Bryant Park Village. I can't wait for everyone to see my setup. Tomorrow I have IKEA furniture coming in. I bought 2 of these like cabinet situations. I think they're meant for like TV consoles, but we're gonna keep them after Bryant Park because they're just so beautiful. But for Bryant Park, they're just going to be at the back of my tent. It's not a tent, it's a whole enclosure. And then I also have U-line things coming in. That's gonna be slat wall accessories. So I'm gonna have slat walls on the back of the enclosure, and I'm putting shelves on there, hooks for scrunchies, a whole bunch of things. Anyway, lots of exciting things happening this week. It's gonna be a really busy week, but I thought I would celebrate with some food. Getting through the weekend, being vulnerable, letting myself just be, you know? This is from Mashed in Hoboken, by the way. It's probably not good for you, but it's good for the soul. It really is. All right, thanks for listening. I'm in a grout fit today because it seemed appropriate. It's time the light to be a little brighter. It's so crazy how a good night's sleep and a new day could really just shift your mood. I promise this will be the last bit of this video. I've bored you guys with this therapy session for too long, but I just want to say, if you're still watching, that if you're feeling a certain way, give it a few days. Sometimes you just need a little bit of time in between one thought and a better thought to get through something. Like, I've been feeling a little bit stressed and down and insecure about little things with my business. But I woke up this morning and I started working. I finished up some candles. I made like a whole bunch of pouches. I submitted a number of videos to multiple brands and also posted a bunch of short form content. Got back onto Instagram because I've been off of it for the past like 4 days. And I just feel so much better because I accomplished a few things today. Oh, I also received a ton of orders from IKEA, Uline, Makesy, Amazon, a bunch of places where I ordered things for Bryant Park Winter Village. Also kind of like re-announced that I'm doing Bryant Park Winter Village on my Instagram. I'm really trying to get out the YouTube video ASAP, maybe tonight if not tomorrow. This big event that I have, or it's not even a big event, it's just like a different event that I've never really done before, that's happening in a couple days. I feel less stressed about it because I'm like, worst case, it sucks, whatever, moving on. Perspective is everything. When I start getting anxious and worrying a lot about anything, what always helps is just zooming out and being like, who even cares? That mindset helps me. I know it doesn't help everyone, but when I think of it in a way where I'm just a blip on this globe that's spinning. I love the movie The Lorax. Was it The Lorax? What's the movie where the elephant has the dandelion and the dandelion has like a whole world, like a whole community? I don't think it's The Lorax. The Lorax is the one where they go and chop all the trees down. Is that the same movie? Okay, anyway, someone let me know in the comments if you're still watching at this point. But basically, that movie is based off a Dr. Seuss book, and it has to do with the fact that we are all just floating little blips, little specks of dust and lint. In the grand scheme of things, whether it be universally or in our own lives, whatever we're worrying about in this moment, more often than not, will be forgotten if we give it a little time. It's so insignificant over the course of our lives, and that thought really helps me. All right, I am currently just flipping some mini pouches right side out, and I am closing up the little holes that are at the bottom over here. Oh, this one looks so cute. Gotta trim off some of the little pieces of thread as well. Oh, this one's cute. I decided that I am not going to be posting more products on my online shop. I might post a couple things that I said I would post, but then I'm cutting myself off because I really just want to focus on Bryant Park and fulfilling inventory and orders for Bryant Park. And then once I got Bryant Park under control, then I will start working more on e-commerce stuff again. Don't worry. After Bryant Park, e-commerce has my full attention, full heart. I don't mean to leave you guys out who are not based in the New York City area. I'm really just trying to make the most out of every opportunity. This just seems right now. Oh, it's a teeny tiny opening. I didn't leave myself that much space. I did also get my period today, which does actually make a lot of sense considering me being moody. Sometimes you can't control it, just the hormones. Oh, this is the most satisfying part. This is a fabric I haven't released online. I've only had it at markets so far. I think it's like a nice wintry one just because of the blue tones and the cool tones, but adding the little hint of pink with the zipper to match some of the sparse pink florals. I think it's so cute. Yay! Cute. Now I am officially ending this video here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my little therapy session. You guys are the best for listening, and I appreciate that we can relate on maybe a few of these different topics as business owners, as crafty people, as workaholics, as just people in general who have a lot going on. Thank you for being here. I will see you all in the next one when I promise I'll be in a more positive and optimistic mood. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.